Alright, what's up everybody? We are Derailed, and we're here to play you guys with a couple of original tunes. This first one's called Know My Pain. My dad bought me a guitar with the Split the Pot one time in football. Said, learn to play the Stairway to Heaven song, you can play anything you want. Did musicals and in high school and played in a band when I was 19, been doing it ever since.
Dad played guitar, and watched my uncles play guitar, and of course they played a little bit more of the music I liked. So I think I was like 12 or 13 when I got my first guitar.
My grandfather played in the big bands in the 40s and filled my childhood with all kinds of stories from the road. And as soon as I could get a plastic-bodied sixth string in sixth grade, it's been all downhill ever since.
After my granddad died, I spent a lot of time with my grandmother, and she played the old movie theaters. She was really an accomplished pianist. She'd play that music, and just she'd just start crying and bawling. Just how music has such an emotional impact on her. And I thought I'd done something wrong. It's like I asked her to play this song. It just brought back such a flood of emotion of the past times gone, and how music has just an impact on you. It's just that's where I got mine.
I've always been about music. Always loved it. Got a lot of great influences. Obviously my dad and my uncle were my biggest. And but yeah, I mean, I've literally grown up with it my whole life. So.
This one's gonna work it out. I think we got it worked out, hopefully.
It took a while for me to reunite. But all about. She's the devil in a chick disguise. Oh, you ought to see her. She was loving anyone she would be. Boys, don't get me loud. She'll chew you up and she'll spit you out. Before you know she's gone. Plenty of things that I should say while you're dancing on the table. And you're screaming high. Think we'll never find a way. You and me could end up painful. Wanna work it out? Let's just work it out. Now the drink in her hand, she watching the bed. Damn words she said. She loves love, she's empty her cup. Get out of the way, she's come forever. Oh yeah. There's plenty of things that I should say while you're dancing on the table. And you're screaming loud. Don't think we'll ever find a way. You and me in the table. Wanna work it out? Oh, let's work it out. Oh, let's work it out. Come on, let's work it out. Why can't we work it out? Ooh, just work it out. Now, let's work it out, baby.
Some of us come in with usually partial song, whether it's lyrics or guitars and that kind of stuff. And really, over the last 2 or 3 years, it's been more of a collaborative process between everybody. We'll come down, and just jam it out in the basement. And Tommy will come up with something drum wise, and Tim and I work on the guitars, or he'll come. Nick will come and say, "I got this chorus and a verse," and we'll play with it a little bit, and then. We may come back next week. Hey, I got a bridge for that. Let's throw that together, and everybody kind of has their input and does what they need to do. So that's it. Album coming out here really soon, hopefully. We've got hoping to have it released here probably in the next couple months. Other than that, we're going to keep playing around the area. Once we get a chance to kind of get the CD released, get it out there, let people listen to it. Hopefully, play some shows where we get to get to play our songs and let everybody listen to them. So hopefully maybe some festivals or things like that. So.
Hey, we are Derailed, and this next one's called Through It. I don't know really what you call us genre-wise, definitely rock and roll, but maybe a little bit of southern rock. I'd like to include some acoustic in here, so this tune's about another heartbreak girlfriend, imagine that. It's called Through It.
Just yesterday, girl, you walked away. Turn your back with my heart pulled out. Last words you said, I just can't explain. How deep they cup up feels so good now. All the time was the right, my love was a lie. Days I've been so confused.
I grew up a metalhead, so a lot of Metallica, Megadeth, that kind of stuff. And then, you know, as we've done this, you know, he's made me listen to a lot of Doobie Brothers and Three Dog Night and things like that to kind of broaden the horizon a little bit for me. So I like a little bit of everything. So.
Yeah, all 70s rock. I mean, rock and roll. But I also grew up in the 90s, so I was a 90s teenager, so lots of 90s influence. And
Growing up in the 70s, late 60s, my influences, probably in order, the Doobie Brothers, Muddy Waters, The Clash, and REM. And Dwight Yoakam.
Dwight Yoakam!
I love Dwight Yoakam.
I don't know how you can really
Country, I should mention country.
single out one group over another in the 70s and 60s. It was just such a decades and decades, got to 2 decades, you know, just great musicians, and you just turn on the radio and just enjoy anything. So
Yeah, again, I have to do the same thing. I have to go back to the 70s when, you know, growing up, listen to my family play. Of course, they were predominantly country, which a lot of great influences there, obviously. You know, talking about Johnny Cash and Hank and George and all those guys. But then as I started to play and develop my own taste for music, obviously I grew up on Kiss, you know. Probably one of my biggest influences as far as drumming was John Bonham, you know, Led Zeppelin, as well as vocally, you know, Robert Plant. So, you know, then there's obviously Steve Perry, and there's just so many greats out there. It's really hard to nail it down to one. But yeah, growing up, it's mostly influenced by the 70s music. And then by the time I was a teenager in the 80s, well, it was glam metal. So it was just way too much fun.
Here we go. Let's call this Click from Crazy.
This was called Click from Crazy. Ooh, I've been told it before, but I just blew it out. I'm just wild and hard, never take, never fall. Finding myself, knowing the truth. No, I can't help it now, gotta keep coming on blue. Whoa, then I'm starting to see by now that I'm walking in the finally. I've accepted the truth, knowing I can't deny. Well, the soul I've been giving is trying now. Crazy, going out of my head, pushing things through the air. One more step, I'll be dead. I'm thinking maybe if I survive the night, yeah, this life I've been giving will surely ignite. Won't click from crazy. Won't click from crazy. Figure out how to make it right. Keep my feet on the ground, my head resides in the clouds where I'm dreaming so big. But reality steals my thoughts and feeling like this. It's just the beginning of something so big, something taking my life on a ride that is real. I'm walking on faith, maybe this route is right. Looking high for the stars, no matter how hard the fight. Crazy, going out of my head, pushing me to the edge. Almost step out the dead. Life I've been given will surely ignite. Won't click from
Man, thank you.